guys, back with another video. This is going to be another one of my out and about series videos. I haven't seen my buddy Frank in quite a while, so I thought maybe I'd go pay him a visit, see what he got going on. So that's where we're headed. We'll be there in a little bit. Let's see what's happening.
That's good. Voice on it.
So this is Frank's, I guess you'd call it like a game room. Got his mule deer there. Got a moose. He got that in Newfoundland. He's the one that told me about this guide service. So the following year, I went to that same guide service. The buck he got with the bow. Pennsylvania black bear.
Pheasant I mounted.
He mounted that pheasant. He was dabbling in taxidermy a little bit. Put it on a fence post. Really good job on that. That's only like first or second thing you mounted.
That was the first thing, yeah.
First thing. Then
The
he did
rooster was the
this.
second.
He did a rooster on a fence post. I have to say he did an impressive job for the second animal he ever mounted. Pennsylvania gobbler he got. See the beard there.
Yep, an array of
An assortment of antlers and European mounts he's taken over the years.
little entomology.
A lot of stuff. Impressive.
This is last year's.
That's his most recent buck right there from last year. Bow kill?
This is rifle.
Rifle?
Slug.
Slug.
Slug gun. Shotgun slug.
First one with the slug. Usually get him with a bow, huh?
Yeah.
Pretty cool thing here. Me and
Yeah.
Frank used to hunt years ago. We used to hunt in West Virginia.
These are both slug
Turkey
guns.
hunted a lot together. Did a lot of hunting. Guy killed a lot of deer too.
And they would snap their beaks together, and they would scare you. And like you could feel the wind as they blow by your hair. They really did well. I think they had 2 or 3 fledglings or owlets this year, but they still come around this evening, and they, you know, like they prefer the vine, the grapevines and the trees up there.
You have your ginseng here?
There is some. There's some blue cohosh, the companion, the jewelweed. It's due to it being 90-some degrees. It's really showing its drought area. But here's one right there. Yeah, this is blue cohosh, black cohosh. That's American ginseng right there to the right with the flower head.
Frank does a lot of nature stuff. He got a lot of different plants and stuff that he plants in here. He has ginseng, several plants of ginseng around through here. He does a lot of stuff to improve it for wildlife, for songbirds. Feeds the songbirds. He gets a lot of variety of different birds coming to his feeders. Got a lot of stuff going on here. Let me show you his little goldfish pond. He used a 100-gallon stock tank. And how long have those goldfish been in there?
They've been there over 20 years.
He said they've been in there over 20 years. Just regular goldfish. So we're going to go up here and take a look at his pheasant pen. I think I might even want to live in something like this. Check this out. Coming up here, you see behind me here, would you believe that's for pheasants? If you look underneath, you can see the fencing. You may even see a couple underneath there.
Hello, Chuck.
Alright, so we're going to go up around here and I'll show you what he did up here. Okay, I'll walk from this way. Now he built this enclosure, I guess you'd call it, for the pheasants. I'll tell you what, he went all out. Looks like I'm at the Pittsburgh Zoo. And if you look how high he made the roof on this thing, and the reason being, you said that's an apple tree in there?
Yeah, that's an apple tree.
He has an apple tree in there, and if you notice the horizontal limbs, it's a perfect place to teach these pheasants to roost off the ground. So you got, well, these black ones are the mutants, huh?
Yeah, those are the ones that originated in Great Britain about 116 years ago. And due to the weather, cloudiness all the time, lack of sunlight, their plumage chose to be better for being darker to absorb whatever sunlight they were able to get. So they're actually a individual species that if they breed with a ringneck, a Chinese ringneck pheasant, their offspring could either be melanistic, mutant, or a ringneck. They would actually revert to the original species. But you can see a couple of them that got really large. They're starting to get their tail feathers, and so they got a nice fence to roost on in the evening. Due to the hot summer, they're really enjoying it. The ringneck roosters are starting to get their white. At least a few of them are around their neck.
I noticed this one doesn't have the white. What's that?
Yeah, they'll get the white a little bit later. That will start coming in as it matures. And
so what do we got here? What are you feeding them here?
well, we got dried mealworms. We've got chicken starter, which they like, and then we also have kind of like an oat cracked corn mix. So we can actually go inside to feed them.
The idea of these are what?
This is actually just a treat, but by throwing them around in the straw and the oak leaves that I put in there, it gives them a chance to forage and search for their food rather than it be in one place. So they really go for it. I could throw a handful in there now from here so you could see how they go after it. But that one right over there, that's a melanistic mutant there, and you can see how it's in the scratching stage. But they go pretty wild when a handful goes in. So here goes one small handful. We're just throw it right through the netting. And they really enjoy it.
They find something like that kind of teaches them to look for natural insects and bugs that might be under the leaves and stuff like that, huh?
Yeah, the live mealworms are great for whenever their feathers are molting. It helps them regroup and gives them the protein they need to get restore their plumage, and especially they feel it's best for poultry.
Now, what's your plan with these? Just to try to establish a population on
Yeah,
one
I
of your
hope to
farms?
get a few out to start a wild population, and a learning process too. Some of them got great feathers. Some people are interested in the feathers. The mutants have, the really great iridescent to them. So rather than like the ringnecks having it just around their neck, their whole body will turn a purple, green, black, and even in the hens you can see that coloring. That some of the roosters are doing really well, the ringneck roosters. But there was a small...
What's this here? Is that a mutant there?
That is, yep. Yep.
Almost looks like a bobwhite quail just for a quick
that
glance.
one seems to be, she's a female, and you can tell she doesn't have the red eye patch.
I'll tell you what, that's with the tree there, with the high canopy for the fence, that's perfect. You say they roost in that? every night?
They do. I can show you the inside if you'd like to see the inside, and we can go take a walk around. We can go inside. I can show you how they water, but wanted to get a wide set of steps. And
I think I could live in this thing.
yeah, so we got a nice door. We can go in, and the door is not mechanical. It just slides on plastic. And you can see there's one small mutant that goes into, it stays rather cool. It's insulated, and it was designed for poultry or laying hens. That these pheasants came first. So
now what he does, when they're young chicks, he raises them in here and he blocks off the exit. But he also has I guess like a hatch that he can lift that up to sweep it out, to clean it out.
and of course the lights you can lower, which are 250 watt red lamp to prevent them from beating each other up, and apparently it
I like that. And you got
masks
even a
some
place
blood.
for them to roost off the ground to teach them early, huh?
yeah. So they grew really fast. I've had them since the 22nd of April. So they're
I've often questioned when the Pennsylvania Game Commission raises their pheasants that I don't know, if they could just make their pens higher, they may be able to learn to roost off the ground. Because when they're roosting on the ground at night, if you consider just your bird dog walks right up within 2 feet of it and points it, and the pheasant freezes, well,
they tend to run on the ground.
foxes don't point. Okay, if they get that close, they're not going to point. So I'm thinking, you know, if they could be taught to get up in a roost, they have a much better chance of survival. I think if, you know, if they would stock them earlier in the year, I know owls and hawks, everything else will take a toll on them. But if you're trying to establish a population, it'd probably be better if they roosted off the ground and you stocked them early enough in the year that they could forage for their own food and learn how to forage. Just my thoughts. I might be totally wrong, but that's just the way I think.
And of course the cloth here was just to prevent them getting frightened right away, just from having a pet running around.
If somebody's dog comes up or whatever,
Yep.
so they're not.
They say it keeps odor down too from blowing through.
Very nice setup, Frank.
Yeah, it has just a 16th inch aircraft cable going from tree to tree just to support the netting, and some tubular drain pipe that was used just to help support the net. But this here is just a swing gate, real simple, no thought really put into that too much, but has a little cable here that supports the lid, and we can go in and give them some food there. They're not interested in going out. But I have just one watering pan for them, and we can throw some of this down in there, and they really seem to like that.
Pretty cool setup, I'll tell you.
But yeah, I had just pulled grass out from along the edges of the garden and threw it on the top because they really need greens. They really like jewelweed tops. So that's what they seem to really like. You throw a handful of jewelweed tops in there and they really like that.
Alright guys, I just wanted to show you guys this pheasant setup. Pretty cool thing. I'll tell you what, as soon as I walked up I was impressed. I mean, if you look at you could live in that chicken coop. Alright guys, that's it for the video. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.